All right, got Miss Amanda out to the range today. Got the CC9 H&K here with us, and some people had been asking in the comment section what her thoughts were on this versus the XL and the Masada. But I wanted to do a little bit of a follow-up, address some stuff in the comment section about this one, and let her shoot it on the video as well, because we're going to shoot the XL and the Masada right after this, and everyone it'll be fresh on her minds what I'm trying to say, so she can do a fair comparison. So now I'm going to ask Miss Amanda a question. We've already filmed this one time. We probably should put it into a blooper because of some of the things that happen, because we don't come out very often together, so we kind of mess each other up sometimes, but it's all in good fun. It's cold out here today. It was supposed to be about 60. Turns out it's about 43, which is cold to Miss Amanda. So
With no sun, no wind, and wind.
So she really didn't want to be here today.
No.
And that's messed up, but it's fine. But so if somebody says in the comment section, or anybody just on a daily basis, if somebody were to walk up to you and say, I don't know, maybe you were driving your car a certain way and someone stopped in the parking lot and said, hey, I noticed on the road back there you were doing this and that. Wasn't sure if you knew that was illegal or whatever, but I'm not trying to be whatever. I'm just letting you know. You'd be like, oh, okay, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Now, if they said that, if they came up and they said that, and then at the very end of it, in text form anyway, they put ... exclamation points, just saying. Like, how do you take that?
They're being smart alecks.
I mean, that's how I take it. You basically take all of the constructiveness that you were trying to, or, you really weren't, but if you were trying to be constructive, you washed all that out by just throwing on there, just saying. Like, you shouldn't be doing that, just saying, It's kind of like somebody saying, with all due respect. I mean, has anyone ever said to you, with all due respect, and anything respectful came out of their mouth? With all due respect, you look like a beached whale. You could probably stand to lose a few pounds. Like, okay, there's nothing respectful about that, but that's kind of how I see it, right? Anything that may have been constructive in your comment is kind of negated once you say, just saying, you're just being a smart aleck, a know-it-all, a YouTube operator that you're probably not. You're probably sitting in your mom's basement in your tighty-whities. But either way, okay, someone mentioned, it might have been the same guy, could have been two different people, I don't really know, but they both said just saying, so it kind of seemed weird that they both said that, but they mentioned the ammunition that I was running through it, and the owner's manual says that you shouldn't do this, and this, only 124 grain brass, just saying, okay? I do hope that common sense people understand that I'm reviewing the gun. I'm not just an everyday guy out at the range shooting my gun, although I try to act that way to appeal to the everyday person. I'm testing the gun. So if I run aluminum, steel, 115s, plus P plus, stuff that it doesn't recommend necessarily, you could basically see that as a torture test. That can give you peace, that can give you comfort. Like, hey, I'm not going to do that to my gun. I'm going to follow the manufacturer's instructions. But he done it and it ran fine, no problems. So in a pinch, if I had to, worst case scenario, it would be fine. And I appreciate that. That's what I'm doing. That's why I ran the ammunition. I was well aware of what the owner's manual said, okay? But for the sake of safety, and in case you don't read your owner's manual, it does say to only use high quality brass ammunition, NATO approved, yada, yada, yada. It does not specifically say not to use 115, although that guy said that. And I do understand before the just saying comes along and says, well, NATO approved is 124. In most cases, that's true, yes. I agree with that. But it doesn't specifically say not to use 115. So it's had 400 rounds through it so far. 80% of those has been 115. I did put a mag of plus P plus through it, ran it like a boss, no problem. Yes, I understand the owner's manual says no, just plus P. I did put plus P through it. I did put aluminum through it, one magazine, maybe two of steel. I realize, yes, the owner's manual says not to do that, just saying, but it ran it fine. And I done it to prove that I had complete confidence that the gun would do that, okay? But the owner's manual does say not to do it. So for safety reasons, you at home, don't do what I did. Don't try this at home, if you will. But for the remainder of the reviews I do with this gun and Miss Amanda, so that she's not harmed today, I am going to be running mostly Igman and some PMC bronze, 124 grain ammunition today. So everybody can feel safe at home, just saying. And she's going to put these two mags, the 12 and the 10 round mag, and you're going to shoot the Dueling tree.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. She loves the Dueling tree from Crate Tactical.
That's the best one they've sent.
She really likes the Dueling tree. She's pretty good at it. And I will say
well,
this.
I like it because when I shoot it, I can see my progress because they're moving. When I shoot at the circle, I have to sit there.
It doesn't
and
really matter where you hit it at. You know,
right.
you're good to go. Like,
right,
you
but
ain't
if I
gotta
see
be
these
real...
targets going back and forth, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I hear you. I hear you. Huh?
It's a good buy.
You like it?
Yeah.
Well, they sent it to us. They sent it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's, if you're
Definitely
going to buy,
buy
that's what
one.
I would buy.
You saying go buy one.
Yeah.
I hear you. Think you something else, don't you? Because you good at that Dueling tree. You think you something else because yeah, I'm gonna show you up on the Dueling tree.
I think I could do better if my hands wasn't cold.
That doesn't help. That's for sure.
Got snot freezing on my nose.
But anyway, she did really well on the Dueling tree, and now she has a good sense of the HK again. Overall, I know you've already said in the other video, but a lot of what people said, and I will say, as the camera adds 10 pounds, it also adds snap, because I could shoot a TX22 out here from Tarsh, and the man, that thing's snappy as you know what. You know, use choice words when they say that. To be fair, though, when I look back on camera, I will admit that they do look more snappy for some reason on camera than they really are in person. There's nothing snappy about this gun. I've had so many people ask me about the Hellcat. This is the God's honest truth. We bought a Hellcat, Trey and I, when he was helping me do the channel. He actually bought it. I shot 2 rounds, maybe only one, I can't remember. I looked at him and I said, dude, what is this? And I complained so much about the snappiness of the Hellcat. During the video, I decided not to put it up because I'd have to listen to the trolls tell me I was a sissy little girl. But I've never shot anything other than maybe a snub-nose revolver or a little Derringer or something that was a handheld gun or pistol-type gun that had more snap to it than the Hellcat, okay? I got the Hellcat Pro, just as bad. The Hellcat Comp was pretty good. I would have kept that. I ended up selling it, but out of all 3 of them, that one wasn't too bad. But still, to be a comped gun was more snappy than this one is. Amanda shot the Hellcat. We actually was going to get that for her for a carry gun, and she was like, there is no chance. There's no way I'm carrying that thing. I don't know what that is, but yeah. So
this one right here is not, it's good to shoot, and I like that you had to pull the trigger.
So you don't.
The recoil's not bad at all.
Right. So on the mechanics and stuff like that, you know, she likes the MC9 LS. She likes that gun, but she says that she's subject to double tapping the trigger.
Right. I like that she had to pull this one.
It sneaks up on her. It's too light. Resets too light. She likes the fact that this is a duty trigger. It's a carry trigger. She likes the fact that you're rubbing your mic. That's why I keep
I'm sorry. I'm trying to sit still.
She likes the fact, but what is that static? You know, anyway, she likes the fact that you have to pull the trigger. Now, I know that, you know, a lot of people might say, what does that mean? Well, what it means is it's a little heavier because it's a carry trigger. So you're not going to inadvertently shoot somebody you didn't mean to shoot in a defensive situation. You ain't going to double tap, because typically when you double tap, you never hit the target on the second shot. You inadvertent pull of the trigger. It's a good duty carry trigger. It really is. In comparison to some of other H&K's guns, it's got a nice trigger in it. And her explanation of that is you have to pull the trigger. It's not going to accidentally sneak up on you. She was tearing that Dueling tree up. She, on the initial reviews we done, she was tearing it up too. Overall, she really likes the gun, but she told me she would need to shoot the XL again and the Masada again to really tell. But the thing they were asking about the most is the recoil. Like, is this something you could carry?
I'd carry it.
Okay,
Yes.
so the recoil's not too much for you. All right, well, there you have it, folks. We're gonna film the XL and Masada video. It's getting colder. She'll probably have to go warm her hands up in the Jeep or whatever. You know?
I'm trying to stand still. Shut up.
The gun's over here shaking like this right here. It's not that cold. It's genuinely like 46 degrees. And she's got like 2 layers of clothes on.
There's no sun out. The wind is
What does
blowing.
the CC stand for?
I don't know.
We said Calvin Klein, but that's not what it is. It's Calvin Klein is CK, I think.
Cool and collective.
Cool and collected.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I like it. There you go, cool and collected. Either way, thanks so much for watching. Sorry for rambling. We're going to get right to those other videos. I'm aware of the ammo that you can and can't run through the gun. So thanks for, trying to look out for my safety. But I'm reviewing guns, so I'm going to do things that you probably wouldn't do at home, or maybe someone might not recommend doing. But we're being safe out here. We have grandkids. We're not trying to harm ourselves or teach anyone else any bad habits. I'm aware of the ammo stuff. Try to run good quality ammunition through your gun, but I try to remember also that I'm reviewing guns. If you could consider going over, supporting us $5, $10 a month on Patreon, cancel anytime. You're not obligated to stay. You can cancel anytime you want. But all of that money would go back into the channel, because it has no choice but to go back into the channel, because it costs us a small fortune to do this. But we enjoy doing it, get to honor God, share the gospel of Jesus Christ. You can also go over to the website at gsquaredtactical.com, hit on the 3 lines in the corner, support the channel, wipe out the box that says name your price, put in there what you would like to one-time donate, and that is appreciated as well. Everything is coveted. Appreciate all the nice comments, and we try to keep it as down to earth as possible for the everyday shooter, and that's what this channel is about. We're not trying to be theatrical and cute out here. We're just trying to honor God and do what we enjoy doing. Well, what I enjoy doing. She would enjoy it if it was summertime.
70 or above.
Yeah, she does like summertime shooting. So either way, again, thanks for watching. And if you can't monetarily support us, your thumbs up, your sharing with your friends, and certainly your subscription is support enough. And we do appreciate it. And as always, to God be the glory.